Okay, so I've never really been really big in the tattoo culture at all, but I do have a few. I have three tattoos. It's been years since I've gotten one. I never really got any for, not so much for any aesthetic purpose, but I don't know. I'm into symbolism and symbology, and I guess I kind of like left myself little reminders of maybe like a concept or something I wanted to that I thought was important at the time, at least. So I figured it would be interesting to do a little video where maybe I show off my tattoos and explain why they are what they are. Okay, so my first tattoo that I got is right here, and so that's a snake and a broken infinity symbol, and uh, in Christianity, they're seen as evil, but in other parts of the world, snakes were seen as a sign of wisdom. And I always felt like wisdom was an important characteristic to have. Now, the snake eyes dice, now that's in legitimate dice games, snake eyes are a losing role, but in games we play as children, that's another go. You get a roll again. So a lot of that had to do with being able to, turn the situation around. And you can flip any situation, no matter how bad things look. You may look like you're losing, but you can always turn that into another chance. And the snake and the broken infinity. Um, Now, I didn't actually think about the infinity symbol being broken when I made it. That didn't occur to me until later. I was thinking a little bit like the Ouroboros swallowing its own tail. But later it occurred to me that the infinity symbol is broken. So there's something in there about breaking cycles as well. Instead of repeating the same mistakes or retreading the same paths, we can learn and grow and we can change the situation. This other tattoo, my second one I got, is a little goofy, but this is my Strawberry Fields tattoo. Uh, Now, yeah, it's just a strawberry. I had considered getting, uh, let me think what it was. Oh, yeah, I considered getting, must be high or low written on there so people might be more likely to make the association, but I also thought maybe it would be better to keep it more obscure. And now, Strawberry Fields, the Beatles, they were actually a pretty important band to me in my late teens, early 20s, and that song particularly resonated with me in a lot of ways. Um, I also strawberries have always been my favorite fruit, and I ended up doing some research later, and I found out strawberries are now most fruit. I believe I'm not a biologist, but if I'm remembering right, most fruit the skin is the ovum of the plant, and the seeds are all within the ovum. And a strawberry, the strawberry itself is not the ovum, but on every little seed, around every little seed, there is a clear membrane. Uh, and so each seed has its own ovum. And to me, I found that to be a great representation of motherhood, and the divine or the feminine aspect of the divine creative forces, um, or whatever you. I mean, I'm using words to describe the indescribable. Sometimes I've got to choose whatever I think will be understood the best. Now I have one more tattoo, and this one is the three hairs. Now, this is a very old symbol. I actually discovered it in an article that claimed it to be the world's oldest meme or first meme or something like that. But it started in somewhere in Asia, and it was adopted by Tinners, some Christian group in Europe. But to me, I don't know what it was originally meant to mean. But to me, what I think of when I see these three rabbits running in a circle this way, and they each rabbit shares an ear with one of the other each of the other rabbits. And so what that brings to mind to me is, as one rabbit is moving forward, it's pulling the rabbit behind it, which is pulling that rabbit, which is pulling the rabbit in front of the first rabbit. So, and to me, that reminds me, that makes me ponder just the nature of causality and interconnectedness and complex chains of event, chain reactions, and uh, it almost, I have a hard time describing the concept that is encapsulated in my interpretation of this tattoo. But to me, it's about when when that wheel starts spinning and everything's in motion, all the pieces are in motion, pulling each other with their various influences. Um, Impetus and impediment uh, become one and the same and actually cease to be. Everything is just motion, everything's moving together in union. Um, and I think that's a really big concept, and it's kind of mesmerized me a little bit over the years. So I wanted to get something that really encapsulated that in the best way possible, so that I would have that reminder to keep pondering the unknown, uh, to keep uh, just keep digging. I guess I don't know. I I'm an explorer, and to me, it's very important to explore with an open mind. But over time, we live our lives day to day, and we build up these. Well, we'll build up walls, but what I mean in particular is we forget why we need to have an open mind, what we need to be receptive for. Sometimes we just need to get back. We need to touch base. Um, I don't really know where I'm going with this, but yeah. So that was my tattoos. Also, I don't know if it was seen in here. Um, there are two little marks here. These are from the IVs from when I was staying in the hospital. Uh, I, I would just imagine people would assume things. But yeah, no, I was in the hospital for 2 weeks, and the IVs didn't get changed very often, and I was moving my arms around a lot. But yeah, no, it's just two little dots. But like I said, people think things, so I wanted to clear it up. Really, it should have belonged in the scar video. All right, bye.